Really, Manju? Huh? Huh? Go, 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 go. Okay, okay, okay. I'll get mine. Okay, thank you. Udah? Ini ke dah? Kita buka lagi, mana? Buat? Ini kita buat. Bukan, ha? Jadi akhirnya, udah. Good afternoon, my dear students. VCARE online education. Here, I will ask you what is the time now. You have to say it is 12:32. If it is 12:30, you have to say it is 12:30. If it is 12:45, you have to say it's 1:45. If it is 12:50, you have to say 10 minutes to 1. If it is 1:10, you have to say 10 minutes past 1. If it is 1:15, you have to say 1:15. If it is 1:30, you have to say 1:30. And if it is 1:45, you have to say quarter to 2, like that, so on. So, what date is today? Today is July 22nd. What day is today? Today is Wednesday. You should not say Wednesday because D is silent here. What date is tomorrow? Tomorrow it is July 23rd. What date is day after? It is July 21st. What date was day before? It is July. Keep on asking questions when you want to speak English. You will learn very easily. Why? Because English is the only language where anybody can learn. That is the easiest language anybody can learn. It comes to your mouth very easily. Pronunciation, everything is very. It will be very difficult for you to. Even if you practice for 1 year or 2 years, you're not able to learn that language. But that is what English is the very easiest language of all the languages. They say that there are more than 3,500 languages. So English is the easiest language of all the languages. Coming to yesterday, I had been telling you about conjunction. Some I missed as so. Okay, either or, neither nor, if I have told, but something missed, that is but and because. Where to use but and where to use because. Either or, I have already told you. Neither nor, I have already told you. Either or is neither he paid the rent nor vacated the house. Either you go to school or work. Neither he went to school nor work. Both been. So neither can be used in present tense, past tense, and or work. Neither he will go to school nor work, like that he can use. Okay. Now coming to examples, I have already told you about and, as, so, as well as, not only but also. Today I will tell you about but. But is also a conjunction. But is always opposite. Okay. For example, I say that stand. Always but is opposite. You cannot say this, I read this lesson many times, but I understood. It is always opposite. I read this lesson. This is not read, it is read. You should spell it as, you should pronounce it as read. I read this lesson many times, but I didn't understand. நிறைய முறை படிச்சு கூட எனக்கு புரியல என்ற மாதிரி. So but is always opposite. But unhappy. She is poor but happy, you can say. He is rich but happy, you should not say. You can say like this: he is rich and happy, she is happy, she is poor but happy, like that. You have to say. India played well but lost the match. So India lost the match. India, sorry, India won the match also, you can say. But is always opposite. I told him many times, but he didn't listen to me. Okay. He performed well in the test. He performed well in the practice, but he was not selected. Like that also you can say. Excuse me. You got it? Yes. Yes. One more example, very common example in the hospitals and all we speak. Operation is success, but the patient died. Very common example, but the patient died. Like that you can say. But the patient died. So these are some of the examples of but. You can give many examples. I told him many times, but he didn't understand. Today I had hefty breakfast. I had two chapatis, two masala dosas, and four idli. But still I feel hungry, isn't it? Today I didn't have anything for breakfast. Many things are like that. The manager sanctioned the loan, but still he didn't construct the house. The manager sanctioned the loan, but still he didn't construct the loan. He woke up early, but he was late to the class. He woke up early, but he was late to the class. He woke up, you can leave like but is always opposite. Now coming to because, what all I write on the board, please make a note or remember. Now coming to because, but is a conjunction, because is also a conjunction, because is it is the same like so or as. Okay, it gives some reason. Coming to because is also a conjunction. Conjunction means joining word. I keep repeating this. Conjunction means joining word. For example, the teacher stopped because all the students were shouting, isn't it? Yes. Little we can say. I didn't go to office today because I am not well. You can use in the present form also. This is the teacher stopped teaching because the students were talking. I did go to the is a reason here. The teacher stopped teaching is one sentence. The students were talking is one more sentence. When you club two sentences to make one sentence, we make use of the word because is a conjunction. The definition of the conjunction is joining word. It joins two sentences to make one sentence. You cannot see any full stop in between this. full stop will come in the last. I didn't go to office today is one sentence. I am not well is one more sentence. So you have to club the two sentences to make one sentence. We make use of the word because. So how do you say, I didn't go to office today because I am not well? Your teacher stopped teaching because the students were talking. Why I didn't go to office today? Because I am not well or I am unwell. Also you can see. One more example I write here. So you should know where to use because, how to use because in a sentence. We can say England lost the match because they didn't play well. Why did they lose the match? Because they did play well. So because is a reason. For reason you are making use of the word because there are two sentences in this. England lost the match is one sentence. They didn't play well are is one more sentence. When you club two sentences and make one sentence, we make use of the word because. Why? How England lost the match? Because they didn't play well. But is always contrary, but is always opposite. India played well, but lost the match, you cannot say. India won the match because they played well. The reason, how did they won? They won the match because they played well. So this is one of the reason for but. Because. Okay. Yes. I'll give some more examples. My father is poor. That means didn't have enough money to pay the fees. நானும் கவர்மெண்ட் ஸ்கூல்ல படிச்சேன் எதுக்குனாக்கா எங்க அப்பா வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப ஏழைப்பட்டவர் அவர்கிட்ட அந்த அளவுக்கு காசு இல்ல ஃபீஸ் கட்டுற அளவுக்கு காசு இல்ல எனஃப் மணி ஐ ஸ்டடிட் இன் அ கவர்மெண்ட் ஸ்கூல் தேர் இஸ் போர் எங்க அப்பா ரொம்ப ஏழை தட் ஐ டென்ட் ஹேவ் எனஃப் மணி டு பே த ஃபீஸ் அவர்கிட்ட அவ்வளோ ஃபீஸ் கட்டுற அவ்வளோ பணம் இல்ல தட் இஸ் வாட் யூ சே எனஃப் மணி ஒன் மோர் எக்ஸாம்பிள் யூ கேன் சே I studied in a private school because my father is rich, or I studied in a private school because my father paid me the fees. Like that also you can say. So either ways you can say, okay, isn't it? Rahul is not coming to class today. Rahul is not coming to school today because he is unwell, because he is not feeling well, because he has a headache, because he is not in town. Any reasons you can say because, isn't it? Yes. I don't know what happened because I didn't read the newspaper today. I didn't. I didn't read the newspaper today because I don't know what happened. Like that, anything you can say. Hmm. Because of is a preposition. Because பக்கத்துல of சேர்த்துட்டாக்கா அது preposition இது. வெறும் because னாக்கா it's a வெறும் because ன்னு சொன்னாக்கா it's a conjunction. Because of வந்து சேர்த்து போட்டோம்னாக்கா it becomes a preposition. It becomes a paper. I'll give some example. all the shops, all the shops have been because of lockdown. Look at that. So there are no two sentences. There is only one sentence. Lockdown is just a noun. All the shops have been, sorry, all the shops have been closed today. All the shops have been closed today because of lockdown. Ella shops மூடி கிடக்குது because of lockdown is, so here it is a preposition. You are using preposition before a noun. Preposition means preposition is used before a noun. That is what only because is a conjunction of rain. I didn't go to school today because of rain. I didn't go to office today because of rain. Everybody can say that to the school, to the office. When you regularly go to the school on everyday basis, when you regularly go to office, you should not mention to the office, to the school. When you are going on a special occasion or very rarely you go, then you can say, my mother went to the school to pay the school fees. So a parent will say, I went to the school to meet, I went to the school to meet the principal. When you are regularly going, you should not say, I go to the school, I go to the office. You should always say, I go to school, I go to office. Somebody asks you, where do you work? I work in a bank. I work in a private company. I work in a shop. You should not say, I am working in a shop, I am working in a private company, I am working in a government office, like that. You should not say. Yeah, people asking also, they do ask, where are you working, sir? I am working in a school, I am working in Vidhan Soda. அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. அப்படி சொல்லக்கூடாது. கேட்கறது கொஸ்டின் கூட சரியா கேட்க தெரியுது இல்லை சில பேர். எப்படி கேட்கணும்னு கூட தெரியுது இல்லை. அவங்க mistakes lies on both. The way of asking is something. If somebody asks you, where are you working? What are you doing? You should not say, what do you do? I am a trainer. I am a teacher. I am a student. I am a lawyer. I am a doctor. What do you do? What are you doing? கேட்கக்கூடாது. ஏதாவது செஞ்சு கொண்டிருந்தால் அந்த நேரத்துல பார்த்து என்னப்பா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க அப்படி கேட்கணும். What are you doing? He will say, I'm watching TV. I'm writing my notes. I'm reading newspaper. I'm studying, like that. You can say, what do you do? I'm working in a private shop in Tappu. You should say, I work in a private shop. I work in a private company. I work in a shop. I work in a jewelry shop. I work in a provision shop. I'm a government employee, like that you have to say. But asking questions should be very proper. What do you do? He has just completed his studies. He can say, then he can say, what do you say? I have done my graduation. I have done my post-graduation economics. I have done my BCom. I am searching for a job. It's about because coming to I was feeling now coming to as soon as early as. Where to use as soon as, where to use as early as. As soon as means immediately, as immediately. உடனே பண்ணணும்ப்பா. Suppose you are going to out of town. You are going out of town. You are going to Chennai. You are going to Mumbai. You are going to Delhi. So your parents. Call me is one sentence. You reach Delhi is one more sentence. Call me as soon as you reach Delhi. Inform me as soon as you receive your mail. Inform me as soon as you receive your parcel. Send him is inside. See, some clerk has gone out. The manager is very easy. Send him as soon as he comes. Send him to my cabin as soon as he comes. Where is Kishore? Where is Arun? Where is Parthiban? Where is Karthik? He said, he has gone for lunch. He has gone for coffee. Sir, he has gone out. Send him to my cabin as soon as he comes. Send him to my cabin as soon as he comes. Or you can say, ask him to meet me, ask him to call me as soon as he comes. And this is how where we can use as soon as means immediately. For examples, yes. So where is the somebody will ask, the owner will ask, where is the rent? You have not paid the rent. He will say, I have not received my salary, sir. I didn't get my salary for the past 2 months. They are telling that they will pay me tomorrow. I will pay you the rent as soon as I receive my salary. I will pay you the rent is one sentence. I receive my salary is one more sentence. When you club both sentences together and frame one sentence, we make use of as soon as. So as soon as makes the two sentences to club together to form one sentence. That is the beauty of conjunction. So you say, I will pay you the rent as soon as I receive my salary, means immediately. When let's say came out of the class, as soon as the bell rang, all the students came out of the class as soon as the bell rang. They will not wait for 5 minutes. They'll put all the books into the bag, they will carry the bag immediately to the show. This is about as soon as. But one more word is this, as early as is not a conjunction. It's a phrase. As early as. ఎవరో సీక్రం ముడియదో అవులో సీక్రం. కెత్నా జల్దీ హోతాయి ఉత్నా. ఎంత బిరిన అవుతుందో అంత ఎంత తొందరగా అవుతుందో అంత తొందరగా. ಎಷ್ಟು as early as means quickly. Don't make late. Sir, I have been given a task by the manager. He has asked me to do possible. எவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் முடியுதோ அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்றது as early as. But it is not a condition, it is a phrase. How to say? Yes. Finish the work. Come home as early as possible. எவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் முடியுதோ அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரமா வீட்டுக்கு வந்துடுப்பா. In the office, you come home as early as possible. எவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் வர முடியுமோ அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரமா. That is called early. Come home as early as possible. So there is a time for you, but still, he comes at 8 o'clock, but they will say, come at least half an hour before or 7 o'clock before. Possible. Complete the project as early as possible. Some task is given to you. The manager will say, or the officer will say, or the MD will say, complete the project as early as possible. So you are given me 1 week time. Try to finish it within 6 days, or try to finish it within 5 days. You have taken time, but still, If you finish within a week, when you do it fast, when you have cases, some emergency cases, it happens. As early as sentences here. Finish the work as early as possible. It's a phrase. There are no two sentences. That is what it is not called as conjunction. It is a phrase. There's a difference between as soon as early as. As soon as is a conjunction. That is immediately. As early as is not immediately, but quickly. Come home as early as possible. எவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் முடியுமோ அவ்வளவு வீட்டுக்கு அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரமா வாங்குறோம். எவ்வளவு சீக்கிரமா அந்த வேலை முடிக்க முடியுமோ அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம். So a house construction, the engineer comes. I have availed a loan from the bank of 1 crore. I want to complete this house, make a house within 6 months. So he'll say, sir, I'll try, sir. Then again, the work will be under construction. The owner will come and say, you try to complete because the rainy season will start. If it rains, it will be a problem for us for the construction work. So as early as ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ಮಾತು. That is called as early as. Okay? Yes. Now coming to when and why. How, when, and why is used in a sentence. What is the difference? Where to use when, where to use why. When and why are also used in conjunction. When is also used in questions. When and why is also used in questions. But here and why, there's a lot of difference. But people speak instead of saying why, they will say when. Instead of saying when, they will say why. That is wrong. Grammatically, it is wrong. You should say where you have to say when, and you should say where you have to say why. You should not get confused and club together. So both are say we should not say. But that is how people speak, isn't it? When and why both are called conjunction. Look at that. One action stopped, one action started, or both actions stopped simultaneously. It started raining when I reached home. நான் வீட்டுக்கு சேர்ந்திருந்தோம், மழை ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. நான் வீட்டுக்கு சேர்ந்திருந்தோம், மழை நின்று போச்சு. இங்க ஆரம்பமாச்சு, இங்க நின்று போச்சு. So here we make use of when, that is called conjunction, because it started raining is one sentence, or it stopped raining is one sentence. I reached home is another sentence. So there are two sentences. To club the two sentences in order to make one sentence, it started raining when I reached home. ஆரம்பமாச்சு. நான் வீட்டுக்கு சேர்ந்திருந்தோம், மழை ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. It stopped raining when I reached home. நாம் வீட்டுக்கு சேர்ந்திருந்தோம், மழை நின்று போச்சு. All the students stood up when the teacher entered the class. All the students stood up when the teacher entered the class. எல்லாருமே எஞ்சிருந்தாங்க teacher வந்தப்போ. So the teacher came, entered. Here one action started. Here both actions stopped. Here all the students stood up when the teacher entered the room. So here we make use of when. We cannot use, so we make use of the conjunction when. Teacher வந்தப்போ பசங்கெல்லாம் ஏஞ்சி நின்னாங்க, like that you can see. You got it? Yes. He started speaking when I stopped speaking. He started speaking when I stopped speaking. So one action started, one action stopped. One action started, one action stopped. I got off the bus. I got off the bus when it stopped at Artinagar post office. I got off the bus when the bus stops at the bus stop. Something that one action happened, one word when in a sentence. Now I'll coming to why. How to use why in a sentence? Slight difference. Slight difference. So while is used when two actions are happening simultaneously அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. ரெண்டு ஆக்ஷன் ஒரே நேரத்தில் ஆகும்போது அந்த இடத்துல வந்துட்டு we make use of while as conjunction. There also you require two sentences. I will give some examples how to use while. Now you know how to use when, isn't it? Yes. Two actions happening at the same time. When two actions happening at the same time, we make use of while. While is a conjunction. I tell you how. శేషాద్రియా ఇక్కడి నుంచి చెప్పండి లే ఎవరు మాట్లాడాలి మీరు నా పేరు తెలిసిన మీకు చెప్పండి మీకు ఎవరు నాకు తెలియదండి మీకు ఎవరు నాకు తెలియదు సరే చెప్పండి చెప్పండి వాయిస్ సరి క్లియర్ లేదు అదే నాకు తెలియదు పెళ్లి వాట్సాప్ ఇదే వాట్సాప్ అంటే చూస్తాను చూస్తాను ఎక్కడ పెళ్లి ఎక్కడ టైమింగ్ 29th ఓకే వస్తాను చూస్తాను చూస్తాను నేను ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్ sorry excuse me yeah. So while is two action happening at the same time, we make use of while. While is a conjunction. We make use of when only when there is one action or both actions stop at the same time. When I reached home, it stopped raining like that. When I reached home, it started raining like that, you can see. So what you have to do is, the rule says, never begin a sentence with while. Conjunction from the beginning. Never begin a conjunction. You can say while speaking, you can say, while my mother was cooking, I was watching TV. To here in place of while, most of the students make use of when. That is wrong. That is what everybody speaks. Most of the students say, I was watching TV when my mother was cooking. That is wrong. I was watching TV while my mother was cooking means two actions happening at the same time. She was cooking and this person was watching TV. I was watching TV. Under that condition, you should make use of while. Two actions happening simultaneously. My sister was watching TV while I was studying. The conductor was issuing tickets while I was traveling on the bus. There are many examples. The students were talking while the teacher was writing notes on the board, fourth grade, fifth grade, like that. SSLC, PUC, they won't make noise, but still, the students were talking while the teacher was writing notes on the board. While she was writing, the students were talking. Two actions happening simultaneously at the same time. We make use of while. While is a conjunction. You cannot use their while. Can you say, while saying, you can say, while the teacher was writing notes on the board, the students were talking. While speaking, no. I repeatedly keep on telling this. A sentence never begins with a conjunction. Never begin a sentence with a conjunction. It should be in the middle. While speaking, it's okay. One more day. I was sleeping while I was traveling on the bus. The bus was moving, I was sleeping. Two actions happening. Isn't it? Something like that. So, action, and it was raining. So, you should use while like that. So, while can be used in where two actions are happening at the same time. While speaking, you can begin with while. Interjection. Now, coming to interjection, it is the word of expression. So you have learned about noun, different types of noun. There are 5 types of noun: common noun, proper noun, material noun, collective noun, and abstract noun. The second one is verb. Third one is adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction. And now I'll tell you about the one pronoun, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction. The last one is interjection. There is not much explanation there in interjection. It is a word of expression of joy or sorrow. And it is followed by, and it is exclamation mark. It ends, it's the word of expression. It expresses joy or sorrow. Joy or sorrow. ஒரு மாதிரி ஹா ஹூ அப்படியாச்சா இப்படியா அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றது. That is called interjection. Oh, oh my God, I lost my purse. Oh my God, I lost my cell phone. Alas, he met with an accident, he died. Alas, and ஒரு சோகமா சொல்றது. Oh my God, another ஒரு ஆச்சரியம். Oh, oh, India won the match. What a catch. What a shot. இதெல்லாம் ஒரு expressions. இந்த expression சொல்றது வந்து interjection. When we express something, it may be in interjection, and it is followed by exclamation mark at the end. It is not a full stop. Okay. Yeah. This is called oh my God. So here it should be like that. Oh, alas, like that. Exclamation mark. Something like that. What a shot. Oh, oh, alas. He met with an accident. He died in an accident. Alas, he failed in the exam. Something like that. It is a type of this. Alas is a word. If Dhoni hits a sixer or Virat Kohli hits a sixer, you can say, what a shot. What a catch. If Dhoni catches a catch behind the wicket. What a catch, what a shot. Again, you have to use this expression. These are called interjection. Okay, congratulations. It is actually tease them. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations. Well done. Keep it up. So these are called about the expressions. So the expression one is called interjection. Very rarely used, but still we use. I think I have cleared the parts of speech. Now I'll come to the rules. Rules where to use have, has. So now you have learned up to today. I think you might have by now you might have learned about what are the articles, what are ABCD called. A is the first letter of the English alphabet. B is the second letter of the English alphabet. C is the third letter of the English alphabet. And Z is the last letter or 26th letter of the English alphabet, and so on. We keep on explaining like this, isn't it? Similarly, A and an are called indefinite article. The is called the definite article. A and an are used before a singular noun. Only for one thing you can use. The is used either for singular as well as plural noun. The book, the books. A books, you cannot say. And where no article should be used before the name of a person, before the name of a country, before the name of a place, before the name of a metal, before the name of the game, where the is particularly used before some countries exempted like the USA, the UK, the UAE, the Philippines, West Indies, the Andamans, where the is used explained and about the parts of speech. Now I'll come to the most important thing of the usage of have, has, do, does, plural noun, singular verb, plural verb. I write the structure, it is a rule. So it is very easy for you to follow the rule, and it is very, very important. Has, they will say have. Instead of saying don't, they will say doesn't. Instead of telling come, they will say came. Sir, I didn't came yesterday, sir. You should say I didn't come. Structure in a simple way so that you could understand. So this is structure. And also it is a rule. Rule means you should follow. You should very strictly follow. Rule means strictly follow. There is no choice, there is no excuse for a rule, isn't it? Can you drive a car without a driving license? Can you enter an office without your ID card? Can you draw money from ATM without your ATM card? Can you speak to someone without a cell phone? So it becomes a necessity rule. Okay, something like that. So I will write here. The first is I, you, we, they. It's a group. These are called plural form of noun. இதுக்கு plural form சொல்றோம். இது ஒரு structure. நான் எப்படி எழுதுறேனோ அந்த மாதிரி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும். So for example, here it is men, here it is women, here it is children, here it is police, here it is people, here it is cows, plural. Here it is cows, here it is Ram and Ramesh, two names, or you can say both. Here we have to make use of have. So this is one. This is in a group. Do, don't, and go. Here means what happens here? It is a plural form of noun. Here only singular form of noun. That he, she, it, a name. Only one single name. Arun or Karthik or Bharat, something like that. Only one name. Even it is also an animal. So the definition for it is everything அப்படின்னாக்கா இட்டெல்லாம் வந்து அனிமல்ஸ் திங்ஸ் விட்டு மனுஷனை விட்டுட்டு பாக்கி இதெல்லாம் இட்டல் தான் சொல்லணும். இட் இஸ் எ டாக், இட் இஸ் எ ட்ரீ, இட் இஸ் எ ஃபுட், இட் இஸ் எ வெஹிக்கல், இட் இஸ் எ பைக், இட் இஸ் எ ஹவுஸ் அப்படின்னு. ஸோ யூ கேனாட் சே இட் he is coming, Narendra Modi is coming, it is coming and சொல்ல முடியாது. Okay, so this is one structure and this is one structure. So here we use have, here we use do, here we use don't, here we use go. When it comes here, we use here has. This is in a group. So here they are in a group. So this is one group. Here we are use has, does, doesn't, goes. Write, speak, teach, play, eat, run, sing, work, many. All verbs will come here. When it comes here, it becomes reads, writes, speaks, teaches, plays, eats, runs, sings, dances, works. Here come, here comes. I'll explain very clearly. Another 5 minutes will take, not more than that. So this is a structure, and it is also called a rule. You should always get it registered in your brain. Here you should not make even a single mistake. Instead of saying this, instead of saying have, if you say have, it is wrong. Instead of saying do in this place, if you say does, it is wrong. Instead of in this condition, instead of saying don't, if you say doesn't, it's wrong. Instead of saying go, if you say goes, it is wrong. Instead of saying read, and if you say reads, it is wrong. I'll clearly explain. So this is the structure. This is one structure, this is one structure. So everything is in the plural form of noun except I. Everything is a plural form of noun except I. I, you, we, they. See, everything is plural. Men, women, children, police, people, cows, Ram and Ramesh. There should be 2 names, more than one or both. When it comes to this structure, it is the singular form of noun. Everybody is singular here. He, she, it, Arun or Bharat. Any one name. You cannot use 2 names. See, my dear students, when you are using this, you have to use this. When you are using this, you have to use this. That's it. So simple. I say I have a bike. You have a bike. We have a bike. They have a bike. Men have a bike. Women have a bike. Children have a bike. Police have a bike. People have a bike. Cows no, because cows is animal. When it comes to this structure, it changes. It is not have here. He has, she has, it has 2 legs, it has 2 wings, it has a small tail, like that you can say for animal. So Arun has a car, Arun has a bike, Bharat has a car, Bharat has a bike. So this I will go in detail. For here it is do, for here it is does. I do this work, he does this. Singular form of verb that I will go in detail. Here I read newspaper, you read newspaper, we read newspaper, they read newspaper, everybody reads newspaper. When it comes to this form, it is different. It is not the same as what you said here. You should say he reads newspaper, she reads newspaper, Arun reads newspaper. This structure, the verb is in the singular form. That is what the definition says. When the noun is in the plural form, the verb is always in the singular form. When the noun is in the singular form, writes, speak, speaks, teach, teaches, play, plays, eat, eats, run, runs, sing, sings, dance, dances, work, works, come, comes. I come to class, comes to class. Ram and Ramesh come to class, both come to class. When you are making use of this, you have to make use of this. When you are making use of this, you have to make use of this. It's a rule or a structure you should never forget. Instead of saying don't, if you say doesn't, it's wrong. Instead of saying come, if you say comes in other way, it's wrong. You should say where you have to say what. எங்க எது சொல்லணும்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும் தெரியணும் இது இது யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது இந்த ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் in your mind that what you're telling this for this you have to use this for this structure you have to use this. It should be registered in your mind, otherwise you'll go wrong. She didn't come today sir அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும். She didn't she don't eat non-veg. You should not say she doesn't eat. I doesn't play cricket illa. I don't play cricket. See, everywhere this is how most of the students make mistakes. Instead of saying have, they will say has. Instead of saying does, they will say do. Instead of saying go, they will say goes. Lots of mistakes they make while speaking or while writing. This is very, very important. This structure. Here, I'll be handling the classes. Tomorrow, I'll be explaining this in detail, making some sentences, then only you will understand. So, what you say, this is a structure and this is a rule. Once again, I say, when the noun is in the plural form, all these group are in a noun, this are in a noun. When the noun is in the plural form, it can be either singular or plural. When I say you come to my class tomorrow, means only he has, she has to come. When I say my body language should come to my class tomorrow, means everybody. You can be either singular or plural. ஒருத்தருக்கும் சொல்லலாம், நான் நிறைய பேருக்கும் சொல்லலாம். I என்றது ஒருத்தர் தான், B என்றது நிறைய பேர். They plural chances இல்ல, இங்க chances. For example, cows eat grass, cow eats grass. பாருங்க, இந்த cows வந்துட்டேன்னா அங்க verb வந்துட்டு eat grass. இங்க cow வந்துச்சுன்னா cow eats grass. I repeat once again. I repeat because this is very, very important. This is called a structure or a rule. You should always remember. Anytime you should remember, you should never forget. When the noun, this group, these are called, this part is called noun, this part is called noun, this part is called verb, and this part is called. When you are using this, you should use this sentences when the noun is in the plural form, except I. The verb is always in the singular form. You remember? You catch my point? When the noun is in the singular form, the verb is. I shall continue this thing, same thing tomorrow also. But you should bear it in your mind. Bear it in your mind. எப்போதுமே ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும். இதுக்கு இது யூஸ் பண்ணணும், இதுக்கு இது யூஸ் பண்ணணும். You should not cross over. Instead of telling go, if you say goes, it's a big mistake. This is not a small mistake. Watching this VCARE online education class. Thank you very much.